Well, hello there. Good morning, YouTube. It is time for another episode of Stub Sunday. This week, we're going to be going over a few names that you should be starting to invest in for the next player update, which is 2 weeks from this last Friday. Not this coming Friday, but 2 Fridays from now. That is going to be a big day. We're going to have player updates that day. We're going to have Season 2 that day. New rank season. That Friday is going to be lit. So we're going to want to get our investments in now. So we still got 2 weeks to get the buy orders in. Prices are cheap right now on a bunch of these players. I'm going to give you, I believe there's 5 or 6 names today that I'm already investing in that I think you should invest in. And yeah, and then we'll go from there. If you invested in the players that I told you about the last time, we hit on all the players that I said. So let's see if we can make it another perfect week for this next time. But like I said, we got 2 weeks to invest in these players. Remember that. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, player number 1 is for those first place Pirates. That's right, you heard me right. First place Pirates. My Cardinals, dead last, 10 games behind these rascally rabbit Pirates. They're playing great baseball, and one of the guys that's leading the team right now is Connor Joe. We take a look at his stats here. He's got 4 homers, 11 RBIs, hitting .289 with a .393 on base. It's really good. .972 OPS. Really good season. He came from Colorado, but as you can see here, he played 111 games last year in Colorado, only had 7 homers. He's already played 23 in Pittsburgh, which is, you know, not as friendly as Colorado, and already has 4 homers. His everything's up. His OPS is up, his slugging's way up, his on base is way up, his average is way up. He's really coming to his own there in Pittsburgh. Now he's in his age 30 season, and you're probably thinking, man, he's just a late bloomer, huh? Apparently, but I think everything just happens to be that Pirate team, man. They're just gelling. We got McCutcheon there, and they're just playing well, and he's playing really well. Let's go look at his prices here on the market. Connor Joe right now, you can buy him for 81 stubs. He's selling for 100 stubs. You can tell, just look at his stats here. We got contact versus right 69, contact versus left 77. Power could definitely use a boost. Vision, discipline, clutch. So if you go down and break down his stats, you can go in here, you can go into splits, right? So we go look at his average versus lefties is 360 versus righties 255. He's got 3 homers versus left, 1 versus right, which is to be expected. If we go look at his runners in scoring position and later in the game, that's going to probably give you your clutch. He's hitting, let's see here, where's it at? Batting 4th. No, we want to look. Here we go, 9th inning. He hasn't batted. But in the 8th inning, 333, 7th, 286, the 6th inning, 400. So he's hitting late in ball games. All right, next up is Corbin Carroll. Now remember, when we're talking about players, we're talking about investment. We're talking about the future. Corbin Carroll isn't necessarily somebody that I would buy right now for the next update in 2 weeks, because I don't think he's going to go diamond in the next 2 weeks. But Corbin Carroll this season, the way he's playing, is definitely a hold for diamond candidate. He's only 7 points away from there. And if we go look at his stats, he's having an absolutely amazing season so far. 4 homers, 9 RBIs. Here's the thing that stands out. 10 stolen bases. He's hitting 309, 374 on base, 910 OPS. Now this is a kid. This is a rookie. He's 22 years old and he's doing this. 10 stolen bases, right? He struck out 24 times and almost 100 at bats. So that's actually not awful for a young kid. He's only walked 8 times. Probably improve on that, but every time he gets on base, he's looking to run. He's going to end up with over 40 steals this year at the pace he's on right now. And every game, he's like a fantasy pick if you do underdog fantasy. Underdog fantasy, by the way, use code BIGOLDBUCK when you sign out. You'll get your first deposit up to $100 matched. It's a great deal. We play every day. It's a lot of fun, but I digress. He is an absolute fantasy machine. So I really look for this type of player for STS to really bump them up, because he's had a couple of prospect cards, future star cards, and I think he's definitely somebody they're going to look to push to diamond, especially on a team that's playing pretty well right now in Arizona, a surprise team. So let's go look at his card here in MLB the Show. Right now, I have some buy orders in. I'm the guy at 375. He's selling for 469. So he's not really an amazing flip at all, but he's definitely somebody worth buying up to hold for diamond. He's not a hold for gold, because he's already at the gold quick sell price for 80 is 300. So he's probably going to get that next time. I don't see how he doesn't go gold. So because just alone here, look at the speed. 99, they got the speed, but the thing here is steal and base running aggressiveness. He is super aggressive when he gets on base. Both these could use a bump. All right, versus left-handed pitching, he's hitting 379. Versus right-handed pitching, he's 279. Slugging 517. 1 homer against lefties, 3 against righties, but the slugging is what's important. 517. He actually has better stats against left-handed pitching. So if we go look here, his contact versus left is actually lower than right. His power as well. So both those could get a boost for sure. His vision could probably get a boost. His clutch, let's go take a look at his clutch numbers here. Let's go look. Bases empty, 305. Scoring position 222. First and third, he's hitting 1,000. He's only had 1 chance. He's hitting 444 in the 9th inning, 250 in the 8th, 400 in the 7th, 500 in the 6th. So you could definitely use some clutch. It just depends on how they look at that clutch rating, how they actually break that down. But clutch is important this year. He also, he does bunt, and his bunt and his drag bunt right now is super low. So he has a ton of room to grow here. So he's definitely a hold for Diamond for me. And right now, with the quick sell price at 85, Diamond being 3,000, 375 is a solid price point to be buying if you have extra stubs to invest. All right, next up for me is a young man, 25 years old, pitching for the Cincinnati Reds. That's Graham Ashcraft. He's off to a very good start. One of my favorite players to pick when he comes around to pitch, take his over on strikeouts. He's been striking out a lot of hitters this year. He's got 5 starts. He's got a 2.10 ERA, 2-0 record, 1.17 whip. If we go down here and look, he's batting average against 190. His whip is 1.17. He is walking about a half a batter per inning, but he's striking out almost a batter per inning. He's not giving up any homers. 1 in 30 innings is pretty good. Pick Graham's stats here. On MLB the Show, you can currently buy him for 138, sell him for 284, which makes him what? A really good flip if you don't want to invest. If you don't want to invest, you can just flip him for 100 stubs plus every day, all day, pretty much right now. The Reds are a very, very good flippable team. He does have outlier 1 and 2 on his live series card. He's already been bumped to a silver, but I think he's definitely a hold for gold. He's less than half the price of a quick sell 80 gold. So that's a very good investment price. And he's just the best thing going right now. Him and Hunter Green are very, very good. And even Nick Lodolo. The Reds got a nice little 3-headed monster there. And that's why they're playing better than some people thought they would. They're not in last place. Again, that's the St. Louis Cardinals are in last place. And yeah, so Graham is a very solid young pitcher to pick up. I like this kid a lot. I've been buying him up. And yeah, he's definitely somebody worth investing in. He could definitely get some K per 9. His hits per 9 could definitely go up. Like I said, he's walking about a half a batter, not giving up any homers. So yeah, this is definitely one of the better pitchers to invest in for holding for gold. All right, next up we have a kid that's even younger than Ashcraft, and that's Bryce Elder, 23 years old, Atlanta Braves. And this kid is pushing this year. He's definitely dealing. He is 2-0 for the Braves, 2.17 ERA. He's pitched 29 innings, 26 strikeouts. So it's almost a strikeout per inning. He has walked 9. So that's not too bad. The problem he's having right now, he's giving up a lot of hits. 26 hits in 29 innings. That's why his whip is 1.21. If he can get the hits down with the walk rate and the strikeout rate, he's going to be doing pretty well. Like I said, the teams are hitting 241. Yes, of course, there are people against him. So that's his downfall right now. He's got to work on giving up less hits. But at age 23, and we go look at his price on the market right now, 37 you can buy him for. Sells for 100. So he's an okay flip even. You make about 53 stubs per flip. It's not awful at this point. But he's definitely somebody worth investing in. He's a 72, so he's not even a silver yet. He's a long-term investment hold. I don't know if he's a hold for gold this year necessarily, but he's definitely somebody to buy now that's going to go up if he continues to pitch the way he's pitching. Last on my list is a guy that if you'd have been listening to me since Stubbs Sunday episode 1, you already got a crap ton of him, like my buddy El Busy, who listened to me and was buying this dude when he was a common at the beginning of the year. He was a common, yes, at the beginning of the year. Hunter Brown, age 24, 3-0 for the Houston Astros, 2.37 ERA, 32 strikeouts in 30 innings, and a 105 whip. He's given up 22 hits in 30 innings. That's that's why his whip is so high. And you know, that's not awful for a rookie. He's given up no home runs. Like I said, more than a strikeout per inning. He's walked 10 in the 30 innings, so that's like a third of a walk per inning, so that's not killing him at all. It's the hits are a little bit high, 206 average against. If he keeps improving on that and his whip gets under 1, look out. This kid's got it all. Like, he was my Cy Young prediction for this season in his rookie year. He's definitely one of the leaders for rookie of the year. And if we go look at his price, 188 you can buy him for, sell for 333. You know, that's not awful. He sells clear about 300, so he's a 100 stub flip if anything right now. I've been buying him the last week or so, but his price just keeps going up and up, like slowly, a little creep, one stub all day. So he's definitely a hold for diamond for me. He's even a hold for gold, like in the short term. 188 quick sell, 80 gold is 300, so that's almost double your stubs. But I think he's a hold for diamond. I said that in the very first episode of Stub Sunday this year, and he's already up to a silver. And we've only had one player update, so he went from nothing to something already, and he's still got lots of room to grow. His hits per 9, his K per 9 definitely needs a bump. His walks per 9 definitely needs a bump. His home runs per 9 definitely needs a bump, considering he hasn't given up any. Yeah, he's been the leader of the Houston staff, in my opinion, and he's only going to continue to be better. And again, his age 24 season, he's a rookie. This kid is an absolute stud, and he's definitely someone you should still be buying at his price point of 188. I'm going to give you one bonus name, somebody I've been buying the last week or so, and that's Brandon Lau. I believe that's how they say it there in Tampa Bay. His batting average isn't something to write home about, but he does have 7 homers, 18 RBIs. He was hurt for a little bit. He's back. Age 28 season, 871 OPS on a very, very good Tampa Bay team. Now, the reason I'm investing in him is he's a 78 silver, so he's really close to gold. He's at 145, so it's a little bit less than half the price of an 80 gold. And if we look here, contact versus left, 58, but his power versus left, 93. Contact versus right, 62. Power versus right, 88. So if we go look at his splits here, and versus right, he has all 7 of his homers versus right-handed pitching this year. 554 slugging. He's hitting for a higher average against left-handers, which, you know, is good. But his slugging and OPS is all better versus right-handed pitching. And if we look again, his power is less versus right-handed pitching. And his contact is slightly better. But yeah, he definitely could use a boost in power versus right-handed. Now, that may drag down his power versus left-handed, but I don't know. He's just one of those players that I think, I just got this gut feeling that I really like him a lot. So I've been buying him at this price point of about 140 to 145, even, you know, if 146, 147, somewhere, keep it under half of 80 gold, because he's only 2 points away. And like I said, he's playing on a very good Tampa team. He's back. He's healthy now. He missed a few games. I think this is somebody definitely worth keeping an eye on. I'm not saying you 100% have to buy him. I'm buying him because of the power versus right. But yeah, it's just sort of a bonus name to throw out there. All right, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Sub Sunday. If you got people that you're investing in, players you're investing in, please leave them in the comment section below. Leave any comments in the comment section below. Let me know how you enjoy these videos. If there's something else you would like me to go over or cover on Stub Sunday, please let me know here. Or maybe a video you would like to see about another subject, please let me know here, and I'll try to make time to put out a video during the week for you that you might be interested in seeing. Make sure to leave a thumbs up on the video. That really helps the analytics, gets more people to watch these videos, and I really appreciate that a lot. And if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, turn the notifications on. Like I said, I upload every Sunday for sure. Stub Sunday is a sure thing every Sunday right here on YouTube, Big Ol' Buck. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/BigOldBuck. I stream Monday through Saturday. We have Wednesday night and Friday night. Friday does a double stream, so you get to see me a lot on Fridays there. But yeah, we don't stream on Sundays. We upload on Stub Sunday here on YouTube. And yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And until next time, you can catch me right here, same Buck time, same Buck channel.